Rahim. Viewers, I am here with you and with the chat GPT with the discussion of this topic, how to create a daily route uh, with the discussion, learning from failure, turning setbacks into opportunities. Regarding this topic, I have some question for chat GPT. ChatGPT, are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm ready. Feel free to ask your questions about.
Okay, okay. My first curious, why is failure considered an essential part of the growth process?
That's a great question. Failure is often considered essential because it provides valuable lessons and insights that success alone can't teach. It helps us identify what works and what doesn't, build resilience, and often sparks innovation and creativity. It also helps us grow personally and professionally.
Okay, thank you. How can a person shift their mindset to view setback as a learning experience?
Shifting that mindset often involves a few key steps. First, it's helpful to practice self compassion and understand that failure is a natural part of growth. Also, reflecting on what went wrong and what can be improved can help turn setbacks into actionable lessons. Surrounding yourself with supportive people and maintaining a growth oriented perspective can also make a big difference.
ChatGPT, what emotional responses to failure are most common, and how can they be managed?
Yeah, definitely. Some common emotional responses to failure include feelings of frustration, disappointment, self doubt, and even anxiety. To manage these, it helps to practice mindfulness and self compassion and to reframe the failure as a learning opportunity rather than a reflection of self worth. Talking it out with trusted friends or mentors can also provide perspective and support. Over time, these strategies can help build resilience and a more positive outlook.
Okay. How does self reflection help in understanding the root causes of failure?
Self reflection is super valuable because it allows you to pause and carefully examine what happened, why it happened, and what you can learn from it. By asking yourself thoughtful questions, you can identify patterns, pinpoint specific obstacles, and gain insights into your own behavior and decision making. This process helps you understand the root causes of failure and empowers you to make more informed decisions moving forward.
Okay. What strategies can help someone bounce back quickly after a setback?
There are definitely several strategies. One is maintaining a positive mindset and focusing on the lessons learned rather than dwelling on the setback. Another helpful approach is setting small, achievable goals to build momentum and confidence. It also helps to seek support from mentors, friends, or peers to gain perspective and encouragement. Finally, practicing self care and maintaining a healthy routine can really help you recover more quickly and stay resilient.
Okay. How can failure reveal hidden strength or areas of for improvement?
Absolutely. Failure often pushes us out of our comfort zones, which can reveal strengths we didn't realize we had, like resilience, adaptability, and problem solving skills. At the same time, it also highlights areas where we can improve, whether that's in our skills, our strategies, or our mindset. By reflecting on these experiences, we can turn those weaknesses into growth opportunities and ultimately become stronger and more well rounded.
What does some people thrive after failure while others give up?
That's a really interesting question. It often comes down to mindset, resilience, and support systems. People who thrive tend to have a growth mindset, meaning they see failure as a stepping stone rather than a dead end. They often have strong coping skills and a support network that encourages them and helps them bounce back. On the other hand, those who struggle may have a more fixed mindset or they might lack adequate support and coping mechanisms, making it harder for them to recover. It's definitely a mix of internal and external factors.
Okay. How can setting a realistic expectation prevent the fear of failure?
Setting realistic expectations helps by reducing the pressure we put on ourselves and making failures feel more like part of the journey rather than something catastrophic. When expectations are realistic, it's easier to see setbacks as temporary and manageable. This mindset also allows us to focus on progress and growth rather than perfection, which ultimately reduces the fear of failure and builds confidence.
Okay. What techniques can help reduce the stigma or shame associated with failure?
One effective technique is fostering open conversations about failure so that it becomes normalized and not, something to be ashamed of. Sharing personal stories of setbacks and how they were overcome can really help reduce stigma. Another approach is promoting a culture of learning and growth, whether in the workplace or in education, where mistakes are seen as valuable lessons. Additionally, providing support systems like mentoring or counseling can help individuals process their emotions and build resilience.
Okay. How can organizations create culture that view failure as part of innovation?
Organizations can encourage this culture by celebrating experimentation and viewing failures as learning opportunities rather than setbacks. They can promote psychological safety where employees feel comfortable taking risks without fear of punishment. It's also helpful to have structured debriefs or postmortems to reflect on what went well and what could be improved. Recognizing and rewarding those who take initiative and learn from failures can also reinforce this positive mindset. Ultimately, it's about creating an environment where learning and growth are prioritized.
Okay. What lesson can entrepreneurs learn from failure in business?
Entrepreneurs can learn a ton from failure, including the importance of adaptability and resilience. They often gain insights into what their customers truly need and how to pivot their business models effectively. Failure also teaches them to manage risks better and to be more resourceful. Additionally, it can help them build stronger networks and foster a deeper understanding of their own strengths and weaknesses. Ultimately, each failure can serve as a stepping stone toward greater success and innovation.
Okay. ChatGPT, definitely people learn from mistakes, but how people avoid repeating the same mistakes again and again?
That's a great point. One key way people avoid repeating mistakes is by thoroughly reflecting on what went wrong and documenting those lessons learned. It also helps to set up clear action plans and implement safeguards or new processes to prevent the same pitfalls. Seeking feedback from others and staying open to constructive criticism is also crucial. Over time, building a habit of continuous learning and self awareness really helps in breaking that cycle.
Okay. My important curious, what is the difference between temporary setback and permanent failure?
That's a really insightful question. A temporary setback is usually a short term obstacle that can be overcome with time, effort, and adjustments. It doesn't define the overall outcome or the long term goals. On the other hand, a permanent failure usually means that the goal or the endeavor is no longer feasible or sustainable, often due to fundamental issues or insurmountable challenges. Essentially, the key difference lies in whether there's room for recovery and growth or if the failure is definitive and final.
Uh, how can small failure build confidence for bigger, uh, for challenge the bigger uh, challenges?
Small failures are actually great stepping stones because they help build resilience and provide valuable lessons in a low risk environment. Each small step back helps you develop problem solving skills, adaptability, and a sense of perseverance. Over time, these experiences boost your confidence and prepare you for bigger challenges because you've already navigated obstacles and learned from them. It essentially builds a foundation of trust in your own abilities, making you more equipped and confident for the future.
How can gratitude help shift someone's perspective during tough times?
Gratitude can really shift perspective by helping us focus on the positives, even amid challenges. When we practice gratitude, it encourages us to acknowledge what's going well and what we have rather than just what we lack or what's going wrong. This mindset can reduce stress, increase resilience, and foster a sense of well-being. It also helps us see opportunities and lessons in tough situations, making it easier to stay motivated and hopeful.
Okay, my last question is now, what are effective ways to celebrate progress or success despite past failure?
Absolutely. One great way is to acknowledge and celebrate small milestones along the journey, not just the big wins. Another effective approach is to share achievements with your team or your support network, which helps build a sense of community and motivation. You can also reflect on the progress made and the lessons learned, even from past failures, and use that to boost morale. Finally, incorporating some form of recognition, whether it's a simple thank you note, a team celebration, or even a personal reward, can reinforce positive momentum and keep everyone motivated moving forward.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Viewers, definitely failure is a big loss, but people also gain success after failure. I mean, they learn from failure, as you listen from ChatGPT and from me. I hope this discussion will be fruitful for you in future. ChatGPT, thank you for discussion and for this meaningful informations or meaningful discussion for my viewers. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad we could chat about this and share these insights. I hope it's helpful for everyone. And definitely, if you ever want to dive into more topics, I'm here to help.